Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube. Woo! It has been a night. It has been a night as a drama channel. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. All right, let's get into this video. Shane Dawson has come out on Twitter and he has said his piece, okay? And there's a lot of people that are absolutely eating it up. This one, I ain't having it, okay? So, but I will tell you this, after reading it, he goes in, okay? He went off in this to paper thing, I don't know, note, his final thought, he says on here, my final thoughts on the beauty world, okay? Your timing is, it's perfect, okay? So, let me give you guys a little bit of what's going on right now, okay? Jeffree Star is under much scrutiny right now. If you've been on Twitter, drama channels, small and large, and everybody is tweeting about this going out and that going out, and some people are talking, and I know some things, but not others, and it is crazy, okay? And allegedly, there is a huge expose video that has been coming out. Everybody has been talking about it for like the last 12 hours, right? People are speculating that it's Tati. People are speculating that it's James. I'm almost 100% positive it's not James. People are speculating that it's Manny. It's not Manny. I know Manny doesn't want to be part of the drama. Do I think that it's Tati, and Tati's going to put this video out and possibly make her exit from YouTube and just go live her good life? I think that could be very true. Do I think that Shane has a feeling that that's about to happen, or something more is going to come out about Jeffree Star or whatever? Yes, because this is him distancing himself from A, the beauty world, and B, Jeffree Star. And even though he doesn't say in there, I'm distancing myself from Jeffree Star, this is him distancing himself from Jeffree Star, okay? Even though he'll still have stuff that's being sold over there and whatever. So, let's get into this. Now, you're going to have to bear with me because I have to wear my reading glasses for this, okay? It is literally 12:28 a.m. and I'm making a video on my husband's birthday. Happy birthday to my very sexy husband, Alex. Happy birthday. I love you so much. And so, let me just tell you, I know that this is Dramageddon 3, and which people are referring to as Carmageddon underneath my drama videos. The reason that I know that is because I'm laughing because this statement that people are literally underneath his statement being like, oh, Shane, I'm so glad that you talked about this, blah, blah, blah. And I am. I'm glad that he came out and addressed it. But I'm laughing because this thing that I've been talking about in my last 5 videos about Shane, this, you guys, like, you don't have to buy my merch if you don't want to buy my merch, okay? This Shane right here, this is Shane. Now we've seen the real Shane, okay? Now we know who Shane is behind the scenes. And if anybody had a question of who Shane Dawson is before, he just wrote it out in 2 things, okay? Because I'm not real sure why he's so heated about all this, okay? Except for all these people, you know, are talking about this, and he references that he talks about drama videos or something to do about drama. So I do want to say one thing before I get into this. The last time that I talked to Shane Dawson said to me, in referencing to me making videos and talking about him, he said, I literally don't care. I know it sounds like I'm lying, but I actually don't. I don't watch anything that has my name in it. Anyways, haha, it gives me anxiety. So I haven't seen anything you've said about me in the last few months. So just know I genuinely don't care, and I never want you to feel censored. Do your thing as long as you're being true to you and being honest, and F what people think. And I appreciate him saying that to me. I really, really do. But just for everybody that comes on here and says, you know, Shane said this about drama. No, he said he didn't want me to be censored. So I'm coming on here and I'm going to give my truth of how I have reacted to this little statement here, okay? I also think that tomorrow is going to be a huge day in the beauty influencer community. I think something's going to come out, or I think we're going to hear more. I mean, it is literally like Twitter is going like crazy right now. So anyway, I just want to say a special thank you to Spill Sesh too, by the way, for including a little clip of me in her video. That was so nice. Thank you, Morgan. I mean, Spill Sesh. Anyway, so let's get into this. Let me read you what he said, okay? I was saying this to somebody earlier today, and they're like, how could Rylan save this whole thing, okay? Rylan's smart. Now, I think Rylan is like, you're not, okay? You are not going down with the ship. You are not, okay? So you got to do something to save yourself before this all goes under. I think they've had that conversation, and I think Rylan's like, you need to do something. Unfortunately, I don't think this statement was the smart statement. This is where you find out that these people don't have PR people, okay? I know y'all think they have PR, and I say, and I joke that they need to hire PR. They don't, any of them have PR. None of them, okay? I've talked to them. They don't have PR people. They don't have PR teams or image consultants or anything, right? Because if you did, you wouldn't at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is what, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, your PR agent wouldn't tell you to put this out. It's not a smart move. But let's get into this anyway, okay? Here are my $9.99 readers off of, because I'm old, see, because I'm the old man of YouTube. These are my readers off of what do you call it? off of the Amazon. Okay. He says, my final thoughts on the beauty world. It is very long, so bear with me. I may stop at times, we'll have to see. And I'm sorry about the ring light being reflected in it. Did I warn James about the video? No. Allegedly, because so what he's saying is, yes, I knew the video was coming out, okay? Why? For reasons that I will never discuss. We've spoken privately on it, and that's that. Okay? Do I think James is the devil? No. Well, nobody ever thought Shane was saying that. Do I think he was a young, egocentric, power-hungry guru who needed to be served a slice of humble pie the size of the effing Empire State Building? Yes. Who are you to make that decision? Who are you to keep information from James? Okay, and you know, people come over here and they're like, you should go to Shane Dawson and tell him how you feel about things. That's when James and him should have had the conversation. He should say, hey, you know, this video is coming out and I'm worried about you, but you know what? I think that you have gotten kind of egocentric and arrogant and things like that, okay? By the way, as we're talking about it, Jeffree Star is quite the egomaniac. Just saying. Okay, so he goes in here and says, yes. Has he grown as a person since then? It really seems like it. Yes, James has grown as a person in the last year. Let's just be 100% honest. Any of us can see it, okay? And that's amazing. I'm truly happy if he's realized how his ego was affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. How about how Jeffree's ego is affecting others? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about how, because you don't anywhere in here talk much about that, okay? About Jeffree and you and all this kind of stuff. This to me is just deflection. But let's talk about how Jeffree has affected Manny and Laura and Patrick Starr and Nikita Dragon and Gabriel Zamora and James Charles most of all, and get ready because probably you too, okay? So, do I think, then he goes on and he says, I'm truly happy if he's realized how his ego is affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. Do I think Tati is a villain? No. I think Tati was sick of being treated like S.H.I. Tut by so many in the beauty world and finally snapped in this very well-concocted video that she put out that you guys endorsed. You guys endorsed, okay? This is not an episode of Snapped, okay, on TV. And if it comes out, okay, because it is being suggested behind the scenes that Tati, and yes, she is a grown woman and she can make her own choices, was highly manipulated emotionally in some ways. I just heard that I don't know what it is. I have no clue, okay? But there was a reason why Tati felt like she needed to make this video, and that was from, I guess, Shane and Jeffree. So that's just what I've heard through the grapevine. That's hearsay. I don't have any proof of that whatsoever. But if that's the case after you put this statement out there, that'll be telling, won't it? So anyway, he said, do I think Tati is a villain? No. I think Tati was sick of being treated like, okay. And damn, did she effing snap all the way off. Holy, she really said F it and beat her face for the gods and popped on that ring light and went full Game of Thrones. This is still like, he's like singing her praises about this video, which tells you he's still okay with he still thinks, okay, that James Charles is in the wrong. You can tell. Say what you want about her or that video, but that stuff will be in the history books. He cusses through this whole thing. You guys, I'm just going to have to edit it out, okay? I'm sorry. YouTube Rewind even gave it an acknowledgement. Damn. Okay, sorry. Back to my rant. Do I think Jeffree orchestrated this whole situation? No. Well, you would know if he did because you were his closest friend at the time, right? So, Tati is a strong woman who made a choice. He's putting that out there just so everybody knows that, okay? Do I think Jeffree was also upset by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? This is what's so interesting to me is that we now know, okay, from several different people that Shane Dawson was closely aligned with Jeffree Star. So do I think this, do I think that? It's not do I think, it's did you know? Like, what did you know? I want to know what you knew. That's what I want to know, okay? Not did you think, but what did you know? Do I think Jeffree was also upset by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? Yes. Was Jeffree excited to see a competitor fail? Probably. He's Jeffree's effing star. What do you expect? Not a whole lot more, that's for sure. I guess I missed the part where he was, this to me right here is like, this is co-signing everything that Jeffree Star has done right here, okay? I guess I missed the part where he got baptized and devoted his life to Christ. Did Jeffree take, I mean, like, okay. Did Jeffree take it too far and F up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes, and it's one of the biggest regrets of his life. Then why doesn't he come out and say it? Instead of getting in Keemstar's interview, Shane, I don't know if you listened to the interview, but in his interview, he said, Tati should never have put out the video. He said, and you know, but I still have this information on James. He literally just talked about that at the end of April, okay? We're not even 2 months away, and he just talked about that. So you're sitting on here saying it's his biggest regret. Then instead of getting in an interview, he should have said to Keemstar, it's my biggest regret in my life. By the way, why are you the person that's speaking about Jeffree Star? Jeffree Star should probably come out and speak on his own, but I heard he's maybe making a video tomorrow, so we'll see what that is. Okay, so then he says, did Jeffree take it too far and F up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes, and it's one of the his biggest regrets of his life. This all happened over a year ago, and I'm really sick of hearing about it and having people constantly using it as a way to keep my name and other names tagged together in drama videos. What? Okay, if people weren't tired of you supporting problematic people, because underneath your thread there were like, what about Trisha? What about this person? What about this person? Okay? Then drama channels wouldn't be making videos about it. The more stuff that comes out, the more that we find that you are aligned with all of this. This is deflection yet again, saying I don't want to deal with this drama stuff. Okay? Where did Jeffree Star type this up for you? Because this sounds like a Jeffree Star Instagram Snapchat story to me. Okay? So I'm sorry that your name is coming up again in drama videos. You told me to have my voice in whatever I wanted, so I'm gonna have my voice. Okay. And, yes, and it's one of the biggest regrets of his life. This all happened over a year. People constantly using it as a way to keep my, okay, don't get it twisted. Drama will never end with a lot of these people. It's their game, their survival, their drug. They love it. This specific drama went too far. Hey, you know what? Y'all, listen, you guys, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here is a prime example of these YouTube influencers that want to use drama channels and spit them out, okay? Didn't y'all throw a bunch of drama channels up in your series? Weren't you singing their praises in your series? Give me a break, okay? This is all just entertainment for us. This is what we do. We're drama commentary channels, Shane. You just say later in here you've been around since 2005. You'd think you know that, okay? Hell, you've hit up most of us and talked to all of us in DMs and on the phone and things like that. So give me a break about all that. They love it, he says. This specific drama went too far, obviously, and hopefully something like that never happens again. Putting drama in the trailer was something I regret more than anything in the world. I bet you do. Yeah, because now all the pieces are clicking together. Because I've kind of put some time-pieces together. I think, well, we'll save that for another video, okay? But I think a lot of that series was, regarding the trailer, the things that happened about the drama, I think it was contrived. I think it was completely contrived. The specific drama, okay, wait. I'm really sorry to, he says, putting drama in the trailer was something I regret more than anything in the world, and I'm glad that I chose T over my morals. I'm really sorry to Tati and James if me putting their drama in the series at all felt like I was reopening wounds. Although I did speak to both of them privately about the trailer, I should have not done it at all. Drama might be fun to watch, but it's not fun to get wrapped up in, and it's my fault for letting that happen. And I'm sick of being trapped in the middle of it. Do I think this will be the last drama involving these people? Haha, no. No, I don't. Do I want to be involved ever again? F no. Well, I think it's really nice that you came out and you apologized to James and Tati, but then you go back to this whole thing where he's apologizing to James for, have you ever had somebody that apologizes to you and they're like, you know, like, I'm sorry that you were upset that I said that about you, but like, it's not really an apology. I mean, he just came up here and called him. What did he say again? Let's reference this back again. Do I think he was a young, egocentric, power-hungry guru? Give me a break. Remember to not expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code, and we shouldn't have some they must be perfect or they're canceled mentality. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra. They are dramatic. Well, there's dramatic, and then there's like seriously problematic, okay? And there's a difference between the two. You know, dramatic is, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of some like drama that I have covered that was dramatic, that was funny, okay? Then there's taking people down, okay? That's not drama, okay? That's not somebody being dramatic. That's somebody having serious, an issue with their core values, and they are not sensitive to other people, and this is where I question Shane Dawson. And so people have asked a lot recently, like, what happened? Like, Peter used to love Shane Dawson. I did, okay? And several things have happened in the last year and a half, things behind the scenes, things, you know, whatever, that at some point I may come out and talk about it. I don't feel the need to do that right now. It's nothing that would really change your opinion anyway. But I started kind of side-eyeing him a little bit, and I was like, what's this all about? This proves to me that this is who Shane Dawson is. You back him in a corner, and this is who he is, okay? So that's why my opinion started changing about Shane. Remember not to expect these, okay, and they shouldn't have some, wait. Remember to not expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code. I don't. I just expect them to have some moral code. Some moral compass, please, okay? Some moral compass about something, you know? I don't know. And we shouldn't have some, hey, they must be perfect or they're canceled. I've never had that on here. I've never had that. I've said in all of my videos, I only hope for these people to be accountable for their actions and change. I want that for me. I want that for you, Shane. I want that for everybody out there, okay? And if you keep canceling, wait. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra. They are dramatic. And if you keep canceling them and wanting them to go away, then who will you talk about? Well, Michelle Phan went away. We don't have to talk about her anymore. We can, if Jeffree Star goes away, we'll find somebody else to talk about. Hell, drama channels, we can come up with anything. I'm not worried about that. And whoever's the next rising beauty guru, that's who will be talked about. And this is the idea that Jeffree Star thinks that these 5 beauty influencers are the end all of the beauty world. Okay, that's very, very telling. Like if they were gone, we wouldn't have anybody to talk about, or there wouldn't be beauty influencers to watch. No, that's not going to happen. You don't go to a circus to watch the hay on the ground. You go to watch the over-the-top performers who just want to be liked and want to do whatever they can to get your attention. If you don't want to feed into it, then don't. But before all the drama-free gurus pop off at me and say, well, I'm not involved in drama and I'm perfect. Girl, please. Your top viewed videos are probably top makeup fails and anti-haul. You need to do your research because that is absolutely 100% lie. That is false right there. Okay? And that's okay. With vomit emojis all over the screen, and that's okay. I love those videos, but let's not pretend that the beauty world isn't negativity first, makeup second. That's just not true. That's just not true. I know a lot of people out there, okay? Elle Leary Artistry is one of my favorite people out there. She's one of my dear friends. She's never gotten herself in any drama. I'll link her channel below. You want to see a positive channel? Go check out Elle Leary Artistry. Check it out below. Raw Beauty Christie, she seems to stay out of a lot of drama, and she just hit 1 million subscribers. Come on now, okay? Just because you surround yourself. You know, this is like back in the day, because y'all know, I don't know if you know this, but I've been sober for 25 and a half years, and I'm in a 12-step program. But let me tell you something. Back in the day, I thought, because I smoked so much pot and my friends smoked pot, I thought everybody smoked pot, okay? So Shane Dawson thinking that everybody is problematic is because everybody that he surrounds himself with is problematic. That's the truth right there, okay? But before all the drama-free gurus pop up, okay, girl, please, blah, 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 blah. I love those videos, but let's not pretend that the beauty world isn't negativity first, makeup second. It's just how it is, and I'm sick of people pretending to be so above it all. And with that said, I love watching beauty channels of all sizes, and will continue to watch and support them. The dramatic ones, the non-dramatic ones, and the ones who genuinely just love to show you their makeup skills. Sadly, those channels get way less views for the reasons I have stated above. Because you don't ever shout them out. You could have, I've said in many videos, you could have done a makeup look. You could have had somebody on there to teach them how to do a makeup look with a conspiracy palette. You could have helped some of these channels out. You didn't choose to do that. You kept on talking about your friendship with Jeffree Star. So go, enjoy the gurus, enjoy the circus. You know, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not real into this circus analogy. First of all, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't go to the circus because I think it's cruelty to animals. But I do love Cirque du Soleil. You know, but I sit there and I watch these people, and the people that I like to watch are the ones that, you know, can like do the tricks in the air. And if you've ever seen O at the Bellagio, you know, they do all the diving and stuff like that. It's perfection is what it is. I'm not watching people at Cirque du Soleil because they're dramatic and they're falling all over the place. To me, that makes me sad. I would never want to see a Cirque du Soleil show again if somebody fell on the ground and was all over the place, okay? I watch it for the artistry and the beauty of it, okay? And the almost perfection that the artists put into what they're doing. And yes, we have gotten away from that, but let's not for 1 second act like we go to the circus because of all the craziness, okay? Most people do not go to the circus for the clowns, okay? Most people are scared of clowns. Most people go to the circus because they want to see the performers who have mastered the art of what they do. And that right there is the truth. I don't know what circus you're going to. Unsubscribe from me if you are mad that I'm no longer engaging in it. Plan on it. Unsubscribe to gurus you don't like. Already have. Subscribe to gurus you do like. Already do. Just don't take the beauty world as seriously as I did or as many of us did in 2019. And this is where he comes out and he says, okay, after a year of all this, buy my products, not buy my products, yada, 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 all this kind of stuff, being part of the beauty world, but not really being part of the beauty world. Don't take it that seriously. It's not that big of a deal. Girl, you put a 7-part series out, got us all invested in it, okay? Watched tons of it, made a lot of money off of it, sold a lot of this. You got everybody in the world invested of it, and now you're just like, it's just not that serious. Well, then you should have done a 10-minute series with Jeffree Star and said it's just not that serious. Whatever. People are going to be like, why are you so heated about this? I am heated about this, okay? Waste of my time. It's not worth it, and I feel like we've all just lost a bit of our soul during Dramageddon. Well, Shane, I don't know what part of your soul you lost. I hope to God it does not come out that you really did have some involvement in this, because if it does, and this is the statement that you want to put out and then say, oh, well, kumbaya, we all lost a bunch of our soul. Let's sit around and have some talk about it, okay? Did y'all hear that Shane Dawson reached out to Cam Lester? Go watch a Sanders Kennedy video. That was going to be my video tomorrow, okay? Go watch Sanders Kennedy. Shane Dawson, he's trying to clean up all the tracks for Jeffree Star. Makes you wonder what Jeffree Star knows about all this, okay? Let me tell you something. Why are you contacting Cam Lester about what Shane Dawson said? Or why are you about what Jeffree Star said? Why don't you have your friend Jeffree Star contact Cam Lester, right? Like, if Jeffree called him up and said, or sent him a message and said, hey, what I said was inappropriate, it was out of line, I am really sorry. But Cam did a live stream. It's all over on Sanders Kennedy's video. Go check it out. I'll link it below. Okay, but why? And Cam was like, I wasn't really having it with what Shane had to say to me. As for my channels, I'm done with the beauty world. Okay, I guess we're never going to be getting that, that beauty makeup tutorial. Nobody cared anyway, I guess. I wanted to see it, but whatever. As for my channels, I'm done with the beauty world. I love what I was able to create with Jeffree, and I'm sure people are going to assume I only did it for money, but that's not true. I just am choosing to no longer be a part of that world. I will still watch beauty videos, buy and play with makeup, and be a part of it in my life offline, but as for being a part of that world on YouTube, I don't think it's for me. I need to get back to why I started YouTube back in 2005, and that was to make things that bring me joy, not drama, and to make movies one day. Makeup will, for now, be just be a fun hobby. I have to help with my anxiety, like slime or emotional eating, and that all sounds really good to me right now. So since you're leaving the beauty industry, I'm just interested, well, I mean, are you going to continue to sell these products or not? Like, I mean, because that's being part of the beauty industry. So I don't know, like, or the beauty, whatever. I don't really care if he leaves it up. Keep it up there at this point. You know, it is what it is. I don't really know what to think about the end of this. You know, it's kind of just like, I'm signing off, I'm done. Don't ask me about this anymore. I can't be bothered with it. You know, it's like, okay, you know, I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. I really, like, you know, here's the thing. I was talking to somebody about this earlier today. All of us drama channels are talking about this. We all are, okay? And we're not like, ooh, Like, you have to understand, drama channels started as fans of YouTubers, okay? Because we were people that just sat there like you and were obsessed with these people as super fans, okay? We really were. I used to say back in the day, oh my Lord, I'd faint a million faints if I met some of these people. And then I did, and I was disillusioned, you know? So we're sitting there and we're trying to figure it out, and we're saying things like, this is really sad, like, what is going on here, blah, 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 whatever, you know? And as much as people want to believe this, drama channels don't want people canceled. They don't, okay? And that's why I say in my videos, I think people could fix this. I think people could do that. I think people this. Now, I'm not saying that all drama channels feel that way. I'm just speaking for myself. But the majority of the people that I know, they don't want people canceled. They just don't, okay? They want people to take accountability and get better. That's what they want, okay? That when you know better, you do better. That's what people want, okay? Not to come out with some angry 2-little-page deal here. That's, to me, and if you go underneath here, it's so interesting. Like, someone was like, People were like, thank you for speaking out about how toxic the beauty world is, despite everyone begging you. You didn't have to do this. No, he didn't. It was to save face. That's why he did it. They say all this kind of stuff, and someone said, girl, this was not the move if you really wanted to help yourself. I used to love your content for conspiracy theories, but I guess it's time to let Shane go with the rest of the old creators. Stay strong, Shane. We support you. Someone said, now what about Trisha? Do you condone all she's done recently? Someone said, we respect your decisions as always, Shane. Please put yourself and mental health first. On and on and on. Someone said, I'm not a huge Shane Dawson fan by all means, and I often will criticize for others, okay, with his bigotry. With that all being said, I am really disgusted that many people refuse to read ones, and he or she takes the apology, accepts it. This is absolutely shameful, justifying the bullying of James and defending Jeffree. Imagine pushing a kid to the verge of, okay, and it goes on and on and on. So it's very mixed responses under there, and I really don't know what to think at this point. You know, I think this, and this is what I was going to say, that I was talking to one of my friends in the, you know, another drama channel today, earlier, is that the thing is that Jeffree Star, like, I said this in a video not too long ago, is that, like, people like the villain sometimes in movies, you know? And Jeffree Star always refers to himself as the villain. I mean, he's very much like a Bond villain, kind of, that has a lot of money and comes across as very smart, although I don't think his actions lately show that he's very smart. But he always comes across as kind of like this Bond villain, you know what I mean? And people love the Bond villain, you know, or they get excited watching it. And the thing is that, okay, but Shane Dawson's not the Bond villain. Shane Dawson has been perceived as the golden boy of YouTube, and especially in the last year or two. And the problem with that is that Shane's going to be held to a different standard than Jeffree Star, okay? Jeffree Star is going to probably be able to get away with a lot of it, although, like I said in my video the other day, I think about 60 to 70% of his stands or fans are kind of like, and since I said that in a video, I have to tell you, I literally got like 50 plus DMs from people saying, I'm in that 60 to 70%. Shane is different. Shane is the golden boy of YouTube. People hold him to a higher standard. They do think that he has a high moral compass and values. If it is shown that he doesn't, this could be, I mean, it could really affect Shane. It really, really could. Do I think this was a smart move? No, I don't. I don't at all. I think he should have probably slept on it. I think he should have written it out and slept on it and woken up tomorrow and thought to myself, is this what I want to put out in the world? That's what I would have done. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.